Hi there everyone, it's Jennifer and I am live from the YMCA in beautiful downtown Asheville with my sweetie pie Adam Lamb. So today is about something that I was witnessing on our I witnessed it on our Get Out of Your Own Way private page and on our playground page, and that is that people can take themselves out because the goal they've made for their lives, or the line they've been sold, or the idea that they've bought into is that the purpose of life is to be happy, or the purpose of taking courses is not to have bumps in the road, or the purpose of it's a complete misdirect to think that the purpose of taking a program or doing growth work on yourself, or attempting to evolve your soul or ascend, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, that the purpose is to try to be happy. And I'll tell you why. Because the purpose of life is to experience it fully. It's to be fulfilled. It's to live it. It's to feel expansive. It's to be catalyzed. It's to be thrown into a new thought. It's to have an amazing new experience. It's to draw outside the lines. It's to experience what no one has experienced before. If we run around trying to be happy, here's what happens. There's 3 things that happen that can really mess you up. If you make the goal of taking courses or doing personal growth work, or even being on this page, or whatever it is, to be happy, what happens is, if you're unhappy, you're automatically doing it wrong. If you're unhappy, you're automatically getting it wrong. If you're unhappy, you're immediately in the I'm not performing properly, or something is wrong with my life mode. And as soon as you get into self-judgment, what happens is you immediately take yourself out of the space between worlds, the space of possibility, the space between the atoms where all ideas live. So when we make a goal that's based on polarity, and this is so important. So it would be the same as, my life has to be completely filled with love all the time, or my life has to be happy all the time, or my life there's always it has to feel good all the time. Well, when there's good, there's also bad. When there's happy, there's also sad. When there's completely and totally fulfilled every minute of the day, there's also not fulfilled every minute of the day. So what we do is we polarize our lives when we do that. So what do we do instead? You make a goal that's actually attainable, that can actually happen in every moment. In other words, a goal like, you feel expansive. You see, that's not polarized. So you could be scared, but you could also be moving forward and feeling expansive. You could make a goal that your life is filled with catalysts that give you new ideas. That happens every single day. For me, I like having a goal of that my life is an adventure. See, when it's an adventure, it doesn't matter if it's perceptively good or bad to your ego. My ego won't judge that. It's like, oh my God, this is an interesting adventure. I use the word fascinating a lot.
Incoming call. Press blue connect button to answer.
I use the word fascinating a lot. And so what happens is, with the word fascinating,
isn't that fascinating?
That is totally fascinating, sweetie. That you see, it's an adventure even in this car. We're not even moving anywhere. So the point is that it takes you out of the self-judgment. Do you get what I'm saying? Have you ever noticed that when you try to make your life perfect, when it's imperfect, you get really upset? So see what your word is. What word would you use for the goal of your life, for the experience that you want to have of life? Have you been taking programs so that have you been addicted to programs, taking programs, growing personally? Have you been addicted to it because you're finally trying to get to a place where it's finally happy all the time? If a program is trying to sell you that, then I can tell you right now that that is not the purpose of life. The purpose of life is to actually go on the adventure or have the experience or live it fully. But all of those things are not polarized. If you can live in fluidity, that's another goal for me. Living in fluidity means that I can dance with anything. If someone dies, in your life, which has happened to me, I've had, friends. 10 years ago, I had 3 friends in a row commit suicide, which was a fascinating experience. And I could say that it was bad. It wasn't bad or good. It was one of the most fulfilling times of my life based on the conversations that I ended up having with people. And I was extremely sad. At the same time, I was extremely grateful. It was rich. Instead of bad, I didn't relate to it as bad or good because you can't stop those things from happening, right? It's just life. So look, you'd have to live in a tree somewhere on an island with no people for it to be happy all the time. So you're going to spend a lot of money if you go to courses looking to fix your life because it's broken. And that the measurement of that it's not broken is that it's happy all the time. Gonna, again, just summarize. Look for your life to be adventurous. Look for your life to be full. Look for it to be rich. Look for it to be creative. Look for it to be expansive. Look for it to be inspired and catalyzed. Look for it to be fluid and for you to be able to dance with anything that comes your way. Allow yourself the amazing experience of being sad or angry or happy or whatever it is. And that way it will be an adventure. It will be rich. It will be fulfilled and you'll be on track. And if you look for programs that assist you with skills to be able to live fluidly no matter what happens, then all of a sudden you're in programs that you're not going to get addicted to, thinking that you keep having to fix yourself because you're broken, because your life isn't 100% happy yet. That's not a productive aim. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'd love your comments. Look at yourself and see if you've been doing that. I just want it all to be, I want nothing bad to happen. I want it to be happy all the time. I want it to be, no, it's about the skills to be able to live in fluidity and dance with anything. And it just so happens that, of course, that's, something that will help you. Actually, we made something, it's called the 3 days. It's actually called the 12 Days of Awakening, but the first 3 days are so powerful, so are the other 9, but we give away the first 3 days for free. You can go to thewideawakening.com/3 and go and sign up for it. And it helps you build brain bridges. It's a tool to be able to live in that fluidity. So if you want to pass that on, for those of you that are just joining us, make sure you go back and listen to this entire, I'm on a mission here. I'm on a mission for people to actually enjoy their lives. And so if you didn't listen to this whole thing, go back and listen, and please pass it on. It's such a misdirect when people sell that as a bill of goods. It's like, yes, you're going to be happy, but you're also going to be incredibly sad. How do you flow with it all and experience the richness? That's really the question that needs to be asked. So anyways, guys, the other thing is, if you want to come and sing and dance and play and kind of get some of those skills, I'm just about to post my question of the day later today on our playground page. If you haven't joined our playground page, you can go to facebook.com/groups/TWA Playground. That's the Wide Awakening Playground. It's TWA Playground. And I love you guys, and I miss you, and hi to everybody all over the world. And please pass it on and help some people so that we can all get into the land of fluidity and the land of possibility and get on with getting on in this world and build some bridges. All right, you guys. Love you. Mwah, 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 all over your faces. And yeah, and that's it. And Adam, say hi. I love that guy. Okay, you guys. Love you all. Bye. Hi there. Just wanted to follow up from that amazing recording from Facebook Live where we were talking about this idea of, gosh, does everything, are all these programs that I'm taking all about trying to be happy? Because I'm here to tell you, that's not the purpose of life. That'll just make you upset a lot because you'll notice how unhappy or some other feeling you have. What if it's about enrichment and enjoyment? Anyway, I already talked about that. But what I do want to share with you is on July 12th, upcoming, we have a monthly wake-up call. That monthly wake-up call is all about what we just talked about in that Facebook Live, which is how to actually thrive as your piece of the puzzle of heaven on earth. It's about getting out of the way of attachments that we have that are taking us off track. One of them is the one that we talked about in this video message. But there are about 5 others that completely take us out of truly being fulfilled and enjoying our lives. So the monthly wake-up call, you can find it on thewideawakening.com, and you can actually find the link to purchase that monthly wake-up call in the email that gave you the link to this video. And or you can go to thewideawakening.com and go under programs and you'll find monthly wake-up calls. Okay, so come and play at least for the next monthly wake-up call. If not, for a whole year, we'd love to have you, and I'm excited to see you there. Mwah. Bye.